Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. It is that time again. It is time for another payday prep. So I got a whole bunch of stuff here today that I'm going to let you guys know what I paid for it. I think everything I got here except for one thing I got at a good price, which was on a sale price. So I stocked up pretty good. Alright, so let's start from left to right. Now, I really like these Cheez-Its, and they were normally $3.59. They were selling for $1.50 a box. And this is the bigger box too. This isn't the small box. So I ended up getting 6 of these. And I only have 3 on here because there's really not that much room on my countertop for me to be able to fit everything that I got. So I got 6 of those. I ended up getting 4 of these big jars of olives. I wanted to get the small jars, but they were all out. So olives were pretty slim picking, and after I got these 4 jars, there was only like maybe 3 left in their shelves. So I was wondering today when I went to I got these at the commissary today. So I was wondering why the shelves are starting to look a little bare, and I don't know why. I looked at my watch to see if it was payday, because usually, well, payday for the military, which is on the 15th and the 1st of the month. So usually on payday or the day after payday, for military payday, the shelves are pretty bare, but they were a little bit bare today. And so I picked some of these up, even though I didn't want the really big jars. I prefer the smaller jars. I picked some of these up anyways because I want to make sure that I have some of these. And they'll last a pretty long time in the jar. And once you open them, all you do is just make sure you put them in the fridge and they'll last a long time. And these were actually, for me, for my taste, were a little expensive. They were $4 a piece. So I got 4 of them, right? And then if you take a look at these crackers, these are Ritz crackers. Those were like on clearance for $1.22 a piece. So I ended up getting 4 of those. As you can see, those are 4 deep. Now, this is like the store brand ketchup. And let me tell you what, this ketchup is way better than the name brand, and it's called Simple Blend, but this is GMO free and it doesn't have any fructose or anything like that on it. The ingredients are really simple, and I can actually tell you what the ingredients are. Let's see. It's got just tomato concentrate, sugar, distilled vinegar, salt, onion powder, spices, and natural flavors. So there's nothing in there that's you know, there's no corn syrup, there's no artificial coloring or anything like that in there. So I really like these, and these were on sale for $1.26 a piece. And the reason they were, well, they were on clearance, not sale. The reason they were on clearance is because these 2 bottles have a little dent right there. But what I did was I just made sure I opened the lid and I made sure that the seal had not popped, and the seal is still good. So I was like, man, that's a great deal for these. That's about half off of what they normally cost. All right. So I got a couple of those. I ended up getting a whole bunch of these chicken broths. Now, I know these chicken broths, this says 100% natural. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not hung up on the organic or GMO and all that kind of stuff, because I honestly feel that you can't escape that. Unless you have the money to spend on pure organic everything, all right, you're not going to be able to escape the GMO and organic and all that kind of stuff, or unless you grow all of your own food, all right? And even then, with the contaminants that there's in the water, in the air, in the ground, and all that kind of stuff, I find it extremely difficult for anyone to say that they're 100% organic, all right? But anyways, having said that, they had these chicken broths on sale for half off. So I got these for like 52 cents a piece. And I also got some beef broths for 52 cents a piece also. So I ended up getting about 14 of these cans, because we do use these on a pretty regular basis. All right. And I ended up getting all of the pork roasts, or pork butts, whatever you want to call them, pork shoulders. I ended up getting all of the pork shoulders and pork roast that they had. So if you can see there, I got 3 of the big ones, which is the only big ones they had left. And then I ended up getting 4 of the smaller ones, but at a great deal, at an average price of about $1.59 a pound. So I ended up getting a total of about 35 pounds of pork roast. All right. And then, of course, they still had some of their potato chips on sale from Super Bowl weekend. They had a whole bunch of potato chips left. You can see that. These were on sale for Super Bowl weekend. They had a whole bunch left. I ended up getting 10 of these. I'm only showing you guys 4, but I got 10 of them because they were only 95 cents a piece. So I think I did pretty good as far as what I paid for all of this stuff, especially the meat. I'm really happy with the meat. I'm going to be doing canning all day tomorrow. I'll probably have 2 canners going at the same time. And I'm going to end up canning these in pints instead of quarts. Now, there's a couple of reasons why I'm going to end up canning these in pints instead of quarts. First reason is I talked to my wife and I told her, you know what, every time that we take out a quart of meat that we've already canned, it seems that we cannot eat that whole thing in one meal. And it seems that whatever's left over stays in the jar, and then it takes us another day or 2 before we eat it. So we decided that from now on, whenever we can meats, that we're just going to can them in pints. That works better for us. In addition to that, I did not bring this in because I forgot to bring it in the house, but I'm going to go out there and get it later on tonight. I found a great deal on Craigslist. I was able to buy, just a second. I was able to buy 3 cases of jars, of pint jars that were used from Craigslist for $15. And they're the older ones too. They're the ones that are like pretty old. I bought it from a lady. I didn't ask her why she was selling them, but she seemed to be like an older lady. So as soon as I seen those on Craigslist, I called up and she still had them. And I met her last night on my way to work. And like I said, I was pretty excited that I was able to get 3 dozen for $15. So all I have to do is wash those bad boys up, sanitize them. I'll probably end up boiling them after I wash them and then washing them again just to make sure that they're 100% clean before I use them. But that's another part of my payday prep that I wasn't able to show you because I left them in the truck. So I'll be going out there to get them later on today. All right, so I ended up getting a really great payday prep this payday. And just a side note, these are not for prepping. These are for consuming, all right? But I didn't want to pass up such a good deal. And I don't want you guys to think that all we eat in the Alaska Prepper household is potato chips, all right? It'll probably take us a couple of months at least. We maybe go through maybe a bag of these a week, all right? But I picked them up because, hey, 95 cents, these things are going to last at least a year, all right, if not longer, without you opening them, all right, because they are actually in a Mylar bag, all right, they are sealed in a Mylar bag without an oxygen absorber, but nonetheless, they are in a Mylar bag, and they'll last a while. But for 95 cents each, to be able to have a treat every now and then, or maybe whenever we have a birthday party or something, take them out, great deal, all right, great deal. And it just happens that this weekend is Victor's birthday. All right, so we'll take one of these out this weekend. We'll let him pick the flavor he wants. We'll take it out. And just so you all know, Victor loves Reuben sandwiches. So what we do every year is for his birthday dinner, I go and get the best fixings that I can for a Reuben sandwich. And I make the bread myself. This year, I'm going to make a sourdough bread. All right, I've been working on the starter since the beginning of this week. So I've got the starter going. It's almost ready to go. And tomorrow, I'll more than likely make the sourdough so that it can rest overnight before Sunday, being that I'm doing this video on Friday evening. All right. So he's going to have himself a Reuben sandwich or as many as Reuben sandwiches as he wants. And yeah, so wish Victor a happy birthday because he's going to be 25 years old this Sunday. All right, so that's what we do for his birthday. And for his birthday, his mom always makes him an upside down pineapple cake because he loves that cake, and she always makes one for him for his birthday. So that's what we got going on this weekend. And this is my payday prep, ladies and gentlemen. And hey, I just wanted to cover something real quick. So the last video that I put up, the one about where I said that all of the floods that we're having in the Midwest and all the floods that we're prospectively having in the future in that area that are forecasted, that they're going to make the price of food skyrocket. Well, someone actually called me out and told me that that was clickbait. So, ladies and gentlemen, so this is what I consider clickbait being. If I'm putting out titles that look appealing to people, make them want to click on the video, all right, and I'm not following through with what I'm saying, then I consider that clickbait. But as you can see here, I'm not just talking the talk, all right, I'm walking the walk, right? I went and I told you guys that on the video too, that you will see that I'm serious about thinking that the price of food is going to skyrocket, and that you will see what I'm getting for my payday prep. And I went out and I pretty much bought out all of the pork butt that they had at the store. All right. So if you guys think that I'm doing clickbait, by all means, you know, with all due respect, you do not have to click on the video if you think it's clickbait. Okay. You are more than welcome to not click on the video. Okay. However, if you want to click on the video so that you can get the message that I feel, all right, that I believe is going to happen. I believe that the price of food is going to skyrocket. Maybe not next month, because these things take a while to catch up. All right. These occurrences take a while to catch up to the market. All right. Anyone that thinks that the price of food has not gone up in the last couple of years, all right, you're just kidding yourself. All right. Any one of you, ask yourselves, has the price of food gone up in the last couple of years? All right. I would be remiss to find someone saying no, that the price of food hasn't gone up where they live in the last couple of years. All right. And I think that the price of food is going to go higher at a much faster rate. All right. Starting maybe the middle to the end of this year, until the happenings that have been going on with the floods and with the weather, for whatever reason, all right, it's going to affect the price of food. All right. And I think that it is very smart for us to look ahead and prep now while we still can. All right. So I hope that this video encourages you to go out there, and instead of going out and spending $30 in a fast food restaurant, all right, to get away with eating an easy meal that's not even that good for you, I recommend and I encourage you to think about what that $30 can buy you guys, so that you can make that meal at home and then use the savings to prep. All right. Because when there's no food that is affordable at the supermarket, that's not the time for you to start prepping. All right. The time for you to start prepping is now, while food is still affordable. All right. And you can actually get it. For example, these olives. All right. You know, I think it was Italy that had a really bad olive harvest. And I know that we get olives from other countries. But the thing is that when one source of production has a bad year, all right, that's going to put more stress on the market. All right. And when you, whatever it is that you were getting at a certain price will more likely go up. All right. Because there's more stress on the market for that item. Same thing with meat. Okay. All these processed things, even potato chips. All right. Even potato chips. All right. Potatoes. You need potatoes to make potato chips. All right. Now, I'm not telling you guys to go out and prep potato chips, all right? But it'll even affect the price of these things. I am very lucky that I run into sales every now and then, because what the commissary on base does is they order a lot of one thing. Every once in a while, they order so much of one thing that they have to get rid of it. And they usually sell it at a very deep discount, all right? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the time to prep. Okay, so, hey, having said that, thank you all for joining me today. I hope that you got something out of this, if anything at all, just a little bit of encouragement to go out there and do a little bit of prepping this weekend. All right, I am going to let me know in the comments if you guys want me to do a video making the sour bread or sourdough bread. All right, and I'll do a video with that. If not, it's no big deal. I mean, you could probably find a video anywhere where they teach you how to make sourdough. sourdough bread. All right. I'm also going to be making some bagels tonight. I'll probably do a video on that, and if you guys want to watch that, let me know and I'll put it up. All right. It's not, I'm not trying to reinvent the YouTube wheel here. Okay. It's just, if you guys are interested and you guys want to watch me do that stuff, I will be more than happy to put it up, because I really like to encourage people to make their own foods. All right. And having said that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you guys had a good week. I am pretty happy right now because I got some really great deals today, and I'm going to be doing my favorite thing this weekend, which is baking and canning. All right, those are my two favorite things. I love to cook, but I like to bake even better, and I like to can food, because I know that when I can food, it's for long-term storage to make sure that my family has food to eat if the time ever came when the food was not available. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, having said that, again, thank you very much for joining me today. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone you love. All right. If you guys want to know how to support the channel, just take a look at the description and the links below. All right. Thank you again for those of you that join me on a regular basis. If any of you are new here today, thank you very much for joining in, and click that subscribe button before you sign off. All right. You'll find out that this is a great community and everyone is welcome. All right. Having said that, remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place, and you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your families. This is Alaska Prepper, and I'm out.